Stop bitching and start witching. Swords in the building. Today I want to talk about activating the witch within. But first I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate it. Thank you for all that comment on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so I want to talk about, I just got this new camera, so I'm just like, you know, getting used to this camera. So I want to talk about activating the witch within. I'm sure you guys, some of you guys heard me talk about activating the witch within in part 1. I spoke about 3 ways you can activate your powers, activate the witch within. That's say no, learning how to say no, right? And the other one was birth control. Getting off the birth control, you know. I'm not saying you have to do it, but birth control affects our mood, emotionally, mentally. It affects our hormones, makes us kind of off balance on many levels. You can look up the side effects on birth control. And when it comes to manifesting, being as natural as possible helps. You know, being in tune with nature helps. And being on a birth control is not being in tune with nature. You know, and the third thing I'll talk about was, the last one was water. You know, water. Like I was saying, right? So you are aware that when you're true to yourself, that's the only way you could be true to others. So saying yes all the time, you're not being true to yourself, because there's no way you could say yes, yes, yes to everybody. So like I said in the last video, practice saying no to people. You don't have to say yes to everyone because you feel like, I'm a female, that's what I'm supposed to do. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have a take charge attitude and say no when you mean no, and yes when you mean yes. Take control of your whole reality, basically, and get off that damn birth control and learn how to say no. That's how you empower yourself. You learn how to fucking say no. And, you know, get off that birth control, because the birth control, like I said, really, trust me, I used to be on that shit years ago. I'm 40 years old. I used to be on it when I was in the early 20s. And I remember I used to be so freaking emotionally off balance. Right now, my period only lasts for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. And I don't feel no pain. Like I said, no pain ever since I got off the birth control. And, you know, I changed my diet. My menstrual only lasts 2 days, but that's besides the point. My point is, stay true to yourself. That's how you stay true to others. And the reason why I bring that up, because the throat chakra is the 5th chakra, right? That's where you express yourself. You express yourself from the throat chakra. So if you're not true to yourself and you always lying, for example, you're not being honest with who you are, you're saying yes, yes, your throat chakra will get off balance. You know, you could block your throat chakra just by moving like that, you know. The throat chakra is one of the chakra that helps you create your reality, because you have to express yourself, you have to express your emotions, you have to express your thoughts for you to create what you want. So like I said before, saying yes all the time will definitely block your throat chakra. So you know, study the throat chakra and learn how to express your emotions and your thoughts. And, you know, people that don't know how to express themselves, basically people that's afraid to say no, they usually have a block throat chakra. And you know, the throat chakra, like I said, helps you create your reality because it have a lot to do with it. If you stay true to yourself and you know, if you lie all the time, you're always lying, it's gonna be very hard for you to create because you shut it down by not being true to yourself, always saying yes, yes all the time. So, you know, so that's important. Being true to yourself and activating that throat chakra. The throat chakra is very important when it comes to creating your reality because that's where you express yourself, from the throat chakra. That's a form of expression, creativity. And you know, and the other one I wanted to talk about is the water. You know, I mentioned water before. You know, the water let me tell you a little quick story, right? I was astral projecting once with this guy named Kandu. You know, this guy I know, he gave me a chant, and the idea was for us to meet up in the astral realm. So fast forward, I astral project to meet him in the astral realm. I ended up in some dimension I was on top of a bed. It felt like it was a bed, but I opened my eyes after doing a chant. I opened my eyes and I was in some next dimension. You know, I astral project in another dimension where I was laying down, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking nervous. I was kind of scared. I was like, cause I'm like, yo, the last time I checked, I was on my bed, and next thing you know, I'm in another dimension on a table, and somebody's doing something to me. Like, there was a guy standing over me, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, please don't hurt me, because you know, I didn't know what the fuck to think. So I'm like, please don't hurt me. It felt like I was on some autopsy table or something like that. But I ended up seeing my friend, you know, fast forward, I ended up seeing my friend that passed away while I was in that realm, and he gave me a message. He told me to drink water. He told me to clean out my urine, you know, drink water. And I didn't get what he meant when he said that, because I'm like, what the fuck me drinking water got to do with me astral projecting? But after doing some research on, you know, the whole water thing and the kidneys, if you look it up, you will see that the fear is in the organs. For example, when you're stressed out, it puts a stress on your heart. But when you in fear, it stays in your kidneys. So that's why he wanted me to drink water. He wanted me to drink water so I could get rid of that fear, because it didn't make no sense. I wasn't scared to astral project, but for some reason when I was on the table, I don't know what was going on. There was a guy standing over me doing something to all my chakra, like, you know, I don't know what he was doing, but I was just laying there like, wow. And like I said, my friend that passed, he saw me and he told me to drink water, because water cleans out the kidneys, and the kidneys is where the fear resonates. The fear is in the kidneys. The kidneys, it has all the fear. That's where the fear is. For some reason, every emotions that we have is in the body, is in the organs. That's why it's so important not to be stressed out and worrying all the time, because it could shut down your organs. You know what I'm saying? So drinking water definitely helps with the fear. Drinking a lot of water, because the fear is in the kidneys. You can look it up. Fear is in the kidneys. That's where the fear is. Negative emotions could definitely shut down your organs. So it's important to drink a lot of water. A lot of people don't drink a lot of water. And like I said in the last video, water activates the third eye. That's the reason why they put fluoride in the water. I mean, common sense. But yeah, but that's all I wanted to say, you know. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Thank you for subscribing. Keep subscribing to my channel, all the new people. And stop bitching and start witching. Peace.